I did my show yesterday, and we were talking about Desmond Bain getting traded, and every single comment I was seeing in this chat, honestly, was all about people wanting to see Austin Reaves get moved. And that's really been the entire summer around the Lakers. I think the entire summer around the Lakers has been, hey, what kind of center can the Lakers get? What kind of big can the Lakers get? But there's been so much energy that has gone towards moving Austin Reaves. And to be honest with you, I don't really see that much of a defense towards keeping Austin Reaves. And I'm talking about more from fans' perspective. I disagree with that. I think there's definitely a case to be made to keep Austin Reaves, unless you're getting a big that you feel like, hey, this is going to be a big that's going to be around for 3, 4, 5 years, something along those lines. But nonetheless, the vibe that I'm getting from many, many people out there is got to get rid of Austin Reaves. I don't think people have anything personal against Austin Reaves. I just think that people are looking at the roster, looking at his performance in the playoffs, looking at Luka and looking at Austin Reaves in the back corner saying this ain't going to get it done, which I get people's, I get people's theory there, but I think there's too much. There's a very casual, like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Reaves is there or he's not. It doesn't matter. Austin Reaves, who was at his Reaves Brothers basketball camp, I think this is in Arkansas where he does it, answered some questions about this. And frankly, I was a little surprised that he gave as much detail as he did, his feelings and his thoughts. This is easily one of those situations where he can just brush it off and just kind of say something along, you know what? I don't listen to any of those rumors. I'm looking forward to this upcoming season, and then call it a day. Here's what Austin Reaves said when he was asked about all the, trade rumors, this and that. Here's what he said. He said, I want to be in LA. If they want to trade me, then we'll start something new somewhere else. But like I said, I want to be in LA. I want to be in LA. I want to play my whole career in LA. I love it there. I love the fans, love the weather, love the golf. And obviously the Lakers is the best organization in basketball. I don't pay attention to all the noise. I keep my head down, work, and I feel like that's one of the reasons I'm where I'm at. Okay. I'm going to go back to, let's see what I got here. I'm going to go back to the beginning of what he said. If they want to trade me, then we'll start something new somewhere else. And then he, obviously continues to say, I want to be in LA. I want to be in LA. I guess I was a little surprised that Austin Reaves kind of addressed it that way. Now, he says a lot of reasons of why he wants to, what he's not saying. He's not threatening the organization or anything like that. He's saying, listen, I want to be in Los Angeles, but it's completely up to them. He doesn't have control over it. But clearly, he's been following it a little bit. His agent has also followed it a little bit as well. His agent, Aaron Riley, we saw this, what was this, a couple of weeks ago when he put out a tweet, next year's going to be a show. People really have no idea what's to come. Keep putting him in trade rumors for second-string centers. Let's just say this. Austin Reaves and his agent, yeah, they're hearing all the chatter around Austin Reaves. They're hearing a lot of the fans that are making their own, trade propositions. They're hearing this entire offseason has really been one of the top storylines. Honestly, it has been less about Luka. It's been less about LeBron James. It's been about, do you trade Austin Reaves and who do you trade him for? That's been really the offseason so far, the Lakers. The Lakers have been out for a month and a half, and that's been a lot of the conversation so far this season. I was a little surprised. Again, I will say I was a little bit surprised, but at the end of the day, I think if you're Austin Reaves, there's nothing you could do in this situation. There's nothing you could do in this predicament. We have broken down already 55 different, trade possibilities and rumors. So I don't know if I need to do the same thing from that perspective. But I think the thing that I took away most from these quotes here is Reaves is hearing it. Reaves is listening. Reaves is probably like, Jesus, I came out of nowhere for this franchise and this organization. I've been a damn good player for the last couple of years. And look how quick everybody's like, yep, put him in this package, put him in that package. I mean, even if his agent has to address it, I think he's clearly hearing something. But that's kind of the latest on the Austin Reaves front. I've given you guys my opinion. My opinion has been very simple. I'm not trading Austin Reaves unless I'm getting a big back that I really do think
can be playing with Luka for 3, 4, 5 years. Lakers don't have any assets. This is one of the few assets that they have. I'm also okay with starting the season with Austin Reaves on this team and then kind of playing out how the first couple of months are going to go. And if you don't trade him by the trade deadline because you feel like, okay, hey, things are going pretty good, we are able to figure out how to use Austin Reaves properly and Luka together, and we got some size. So now the issues that we're having a year ago, obviously those issues are now gone, or at least we've addressed them. Then I'm also open to giving Austin Reaves a contract next summer to make sure that he's with the Lakers, obviously for the foreseeable future. And then you own his rights from there. And then if you want to make a trade, it's a completely different story. All right, let me look at some of the comments here. And then I got some LeBron stuff that I want to get to as well. By the way, I think the LeBron stuff does kind of tie in a little bit here with Austin Reaves and the Lakers' future and everything else. Let me put this one back up here because Northborough was nice enough to do this, and I want to address, what he had to say. Everyone who plays must play defense. No more switch hunting Laker guards. Trade Reaves. Get defenders. Do that, and rings will be a thing again. Keep being you, my guy. Okay, so a couple things here. I don't disagree with anybody that at the end of the day, you got to be able to play defense. And if you can't play defense and you don't have proper size and your backcourt is giving up layups and easy buckets and trips to the basket, obviously you're going to struggle in any of these games. So the Lakers clearly going to have to be wildly creative with Austin Reaves and fill out the rest of that roster. So I think that portion is going to be interesting to figure out. Northborough, I appreciate the comment here. Let me get a couple more of these in here as we look, and I know a lot of people want to chime in on this. Austin Reaves is an all-star. AR as the third star doesn't work, but as a fourth option or a sixth man, you want a player like that. Yeah, I'll take Austin Reaves off the bench. Let's see what else we got here. Austin Reaves is an all-star. The Laker fans delusional is real. If I'm going to if I'm going to back up some of the people that want Reaves gone, I don't know how much of that is because they don't like Austin Reaves. I think it has more to just do with the expectations for the Lakers and how you win in today's NBA is not having two offensive potent guards. It's having some defensive players. So I think that has a lot to do with it. And it also has to do with, there's a little bit of a, you only have so many assets, and he's obviously a valuable asset that the Lakers have. Loyalty is hard to find in the NBA nowadays. Yep, you're right. You're right about that. People will get rid of you before you even know it. Let's look at another one here. Look at the Minnesota series. Look at his stats versus athletic guards. Look at his declining shooting percentage. AR did not have a good playoff run. So, one of the things for those that are, fans of Austin Reaves, one of the things that easily you have trouble with defending is his performance in the playoffs, because he did not have a good performance in the playoffs. Let's see what we got here. 150 games with a rookie head coach and trading half of the team midseason. Keep the same team, get a center and a backup center. Luka will make everyone better with full offseason. I lean more towards this. I think of all the comments that are out there, I lean more towards this. I lean more towards a comment like this that, first off, you're not even 100% sure what you have with this team. What happens when you do get a center? Frankly, there's probably going to come a time here in the near future that LeBron's done. And if LeBron's done, then you could actually properly rebuild this team. And right now, I still think you're going to be putting pieces together. But I lean more towards Luis on his idea in regards to Austin Reaves. Let's see what else we got here. It's business in LA. If you can't produce in the playoffs, you're useless. Doesn't matter how he looks in the regular season at this point. Yeah, listen, I get the people that are upset that Austin Reaves didn't perform in the playoffs. I get that. But I'll still continue to go back to that was a very imperfect roster. So does that mean then you fire JJ Redick as well? Because he didn't have a good postseason as well. Was there really anybody that you looked at and was like, yeah, that postseason was flawless? I didn't see that in any of the players. Everybody had holes. Reaves definitely had holes. I'm not going to argue that. Reaves isn't going anywhere. Dude literally averaged 20.6 assists and 5 rebounds per game as a team's third option. Austin wants to be in LA. They want him to be in LA. Well, we can say all of that, but the problem I think is going to also come down to, are you winning games or are you not? And are you giving yourself a better shot getting closer to a championship or not? I lean towards keeping Reaves unless you can get a proper big that you really, really believe is part of the Lakers' future. But, and there's a lot of comments here, so I'm going to have a little bit of difficulty trying to get to all these. I'll come back to some of them. I do think at the end of the day, this has been a little bit of a surprise to me that in the month and a half the Lakers have been out of the playoffs, almost a month and 3 weeks. All right, thank you very much for watching the clip. Just want to give a shout out here to one of our partners, the Wallace Firm. They are official injury attorney of the Sliwa Show and Hoops Talk, the entire channel. If you are ever in a need, and I hope you're not, but some type of serious injury with yourself or a family member of yours, I would like to personally help you by introducing you to the best in the business, Brad Wallace and the Wallace Firm. Also got a URL out here that you can use as well. Just go to wallacewins.com/Sliwa. Thank you for their partnership, and thank you for being a part of the Sliwa Show.